Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drink Queen Gamers. Some of you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Tennis Ace, Kaken's Path. So, ladies and gents, let's just go ahead and jump right back in, shall I? Please sit back and enjoy for the next 18 minutes of entertainment. Let's jump right in. Alarm chant, you are up, and let's go. Alright. That's speciesist. It's true, but speciesist. Come on, guys, just try it. I mixed it with lots of spices and herbs, not to mention some vegetables that I pureed to mix it in. Shuichi picks up the cracker, grimaces as he brings it close to his face. Ugh, this smells so bad, but alright. I'll give it a shot. He closes his eyes and pops the whole thing in his mouth, chewing really fast. Whoa, are you insane? He'll stand there staring at him slack-jawed. Shuichi's face begins to relax. He finished chewing and swallows his food. Well, it's by no means hot cuisine, but... What do you know of hot cuisine? Shut up. Friendly as usual, I see. But, yeah, it's good. It definitely doesn't taste anything like it smells, oddly enough. Really? Because I have a hard time imagining it being any good. Oh, that hurts me deeply, Jun-kun. Sorry. Class rep chuckles, waving him off. Oh, don't worry about it, I was just joking. Still, why don't you three give it a try? There's still something I'm worried about, though. Well, what is it? Well, a recently opened can of surströmming is said to have one of the most putrid smells in the world. Yet this kitchen smells pristine. I doubt you'd have been able to get rid of the smell so quickly, so what did you do? Oh, that! The smell was quite strong, that's for sure, but since I was serving it as a pâté, I decided to prepare it at home and just garnish it on the plate here. You prepared it? At your house? Yes, just last night. My parents screamed at me for an hour because of it. The smell is still lingering in the kitchen. My mother threw away the sauce pot that I used to prepare it. I can totally imagine how her parents must have reacted. And considering how strong this thing is with just a little bit of its smelled, imagining what her house smells like right now is making me wince. In fact, it looks like it's making all four of us wince. Anyway, go ahead and give it a try. Jun, Keisuke, and I trade suspicious looks with each other. Keisuke nods to us and reaches out for his plate, as if that had given him encouragement enough. Jun follows suit. I decided to try it too, if only so I wouldn't be the sole refuser. Jun was right, this is peer pressure. We all pop it into our mouths at the same time. This is passable. I'm not sure I would go so far as to call it good. It's not something I'd go out of my way to eat again, but it's definitely not bad either. Yeah, I agree. The taste kind of lingers in the mouth, though. At least it's not rancid. It's actually quite nice. See? I knew you'd like it. Class rep looks incredibly pleased that we didn't have anything bad to say about it. So, are you guys ready for the next dish? Wait, there's more? Of course there's more. I still have 8 more dishes for you guys to try. This is supposed to be a food for an entire event. Oh dear God, we're going to be stuck here eating terrifying food for the next hour, aren't we? I lie half dead on top of my desk, lazily waiting for the end to arrive and free me from this torment. I don't have to be looking at him to feel Jun's gaze focused on the back of my head. Ah, it seems that death has arrived in the form of a tiger. I lift my head up from the table and look him square in the eye. Yes? Do you need me for something? Nope, you're still alive. Good. Is this a joke? Maybe. Who knows? I sigh, letting my head fall back to the desk once more. You seem pretty out of it. Today was exhausting. Really? I thought it was pretty normal. Not the classes themselves. The classes were fine. It was just everything. Ah, yes, the elusive everything. Tiring us out, ruining our days, setting fire to our crops, stealing our wives, and killing our children. How dare he? Don't you snark me. I'm just trying to cheer you up. You're doing a piss-poor job at it. Maybe you're the one doing a piss-poor job at being cheered up. Are you going to keep up with these terrible attempts at sassing me until I get up from my desk? Oh, good, you got the message. Fine, fine. There, I got up. Are you happy? Very. So, are you heading for practice now? I guess. It wouldn't go well with my coach if I skipped practice 2 days before the start of the Prefectural tournament. Oh, it's this weekend already? Man, time goes fast. I guess. It runs pretty close to the start of the school year, which is good because schoolwork isn't particularly heavy at this time. Well, I guess I already know what I'll be doing this weekend. Planting banana trees at your uncle's farm? No, you idiot, I'm gonna cheer you on, and my uncle doesn't own a farm. Huh, I think this is the first time you ever called me an idiot. Can I expect you to start baring your fangs at me more often? Yeah, I guess I don't feel the need to force myself to be overly polite with you anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't like insulting people or being rude to anyone. I'm just saying that if you do or say something stupid, I'm gonna call you out on it. Ah yes, the true mark of friendship. Kinda sorta maybe somewhat insulting your friends whenever they do something stupid by calling them horrible names such as silly or goof. Now who's being sassy? Shut up, I deserve this. By the way, is anyone else gonna be cheering you on this weekend? Your family, maybe? Aki also has his own competition to take part in, and my mom is gonna be busy with work this weekend. Really? Even on the weekend? Her work is very demanding. It was the only way to keep both me and Aki cared for. I'm really sorry to hear. What about Shuichi-san, Mizuguchi-san, and Urushihara-san? Shuichi is definitely gonna come watch. Saya and Keisuke are taking part in the same competition, so they kinda have to be there. Oh yeah, that's true. Well, at least you won't be alone. That's pretty neat, huh? Oh, it's okay. Nothing special. I'm used to it by this point. Gee, you could stand to be a little more excited. Wee! My friends are going to come over! Point taken. You know, you don't have to act constantly cheerful all the time. Who says I'm acting? I don't know. You seem to be trying too hard. Really? I was just trying to cheer you up. I'm fine. I don't need to be cheered up, but thank you for the gesture anyway. Of course. I'm gonna head to the music room to practice. Do you plan on leaving practice early, or can I run into you at a regular time that your club stops practicing? The regular time is fine if you want to walk home with me. Alright, then I'll see you later, Yuichi-san. See ya! June walks out of the room, leaving me standing by myself, looking down at my bag. Most of everyone's already left the classroom. Other than a few stragglers like myself, there's no one left here. People really leave fast. Huh. Courts are surprisingly empty for a Thursday. Actually, they're too empty. More than half of our members are absent. Where the hell is Hey! Ah! God, what the hell? Saya stands there, looking at me as if I were crazy. Jesus, calm down, it's just me. Don't just walk up on someone like that. Hey, it's not my fault. I tried calling you, but you didn't listen. Oh, is that so? She frowns, leaning closer to my face. Saya? You look so blah. Well, geez, thank you. You look lovely today. She shakes her head in a negative. No, not like that. Just, your face looks so awful. Alright, well, what did I ever do to you? What did I ever do to you that you're suddenly insulting me so much? She groans, rubbing the bridge of her nose with a frowned brows. 1 second, guys. Okay. Again, not like that. I mean, that you don't look good. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Just feeling a little under the weather. Is it because of the competition this weekend? Perceptive as always. No, like I said, I'm fine. And yet, when you say I'm fine, I get so sad that I want to off myself. Seriously, you're a terrible liar sometimes. Look, I'm alright. You're not feeling the pressure? Pressure? What pressure? I've been the undisputed champion of the professionals for the past 5 years. I think I'll manage. I know. All the more reason for you to be under pressure. What? How is that more reason? Yuichi, seriously, stop trying to lie to me. You and I both know that you're not fooling me. She puts her hands on her hip, leaning a little to the side as if to emphasize her point. Being the champion for so long puts you under a lot of stress, because everyone will be expecting you to win again, and you're afraid that you might lose. Not only that, count the fact that you've been underperforming a lot more lately, and boom, recipe for stress. Well, doesn't it all sound so simple? Well, doesn't it all sound so simple when you say it? That's because it's true. It's because you're crazy. I look over to where Coach is in an attempt to walk out of this conversation, but Saya seems to follow me around. You always do this, you know. It wouldn't kill you to open up a bit. Can I just practice in peace? What's going on here? Coach overhears the last part of our conversation after excusing the player he was talking to and turns his attention to us. You know, Coach reminds me of someone. Guys, give me a second. Who does Coach remind me of? Coach reminds me of a popular... Oh, yes, that's who Coach reminds me of. Coach reminds me of Vincent, who is a character from Love Bites, and if you don't know who Vincent from Love Bites is, type that into Google, and don't type that into Google anywhere near your coworkers or your family or possibly your non-furry friends. You will see why. Yeah. But those of you who are familiar with what I'm talking about, doesn't he look a bit like Vincent? Yeah. Coach overhears the last part of our conversation. Okay, I already did that. I swear, his figure is so imposing and exhales an aura of respect, so unlike the actual person. Nothing. Saya's decided that I'm under stress, which I'm not, so now she's hounding me until I admit to it. He frowns, crossing his arms. You are under stress. Ha! Told you. What, not you too? The big crocodile sighs, rubbing his eyes in exasperation. Yuichi, I've been your coach since your first year here, and I've seen how much you used to play back in middle school. I know for a fact that you're underperforming because of stress. I'm fine. Sure, keep saying that enough times and you might just fool someone. Probably a toddler, but who's keeping track? Are you two going to gang up on me now or what? No one's ganging up on you, but you're as stubborn as a mule. You think I can't recognize when someone's slacking off in practice? I raised my brow, shooting him a dubious glance. Really? This coming from you? You're notorious for skipping practice. Coach smiles. Yes, but see, I'm not a player. That's rich. Seriously, why do you think I even invited Morisaki and the other guy and the others over? I thought playing against someone that's already at a world level might give you that spark back. Really? You went through all that trouble just because of me? He shrugs, looking completely nonchalant about it. For the most part, I won't lie and pretend it didn't benefit some of our other players as well, but you're definitely the one that benefited the most from it. I am? Oh yes, I think this was the first time I've actually seen you improve since I've become your coach. You can't imagine how frustrated I was getting such a jewel in the rough, only to see it refuse to be polished for over 2 years. Jeez, he makes me sound so bad. Now, I have no doubt that you have the skills to dominate at the next tournament, but I also have no reason to believe you'll show them. Hey, do you really have that little faith in me? With all honesty, yes. Trying to put it nicely, also yes. He puts a hand on my shoulder, for sure trying to comfort me. Don't take it personally, kid. As long as you can surpass that mental block you've got going on for the past few years, I'm sure you'd be able to do well again. You speak as if I haven't been doing well. You forget that I was twice the national champion in middle school. Or that I've been second place for the past 3 years? All impressive achievements on their own, sure. At least the 2 national championships. I'm a little skeptical of the past 3 years, though. Why? He scratches his chin, taking a pause whilst musing over his next words. I believe you could have done so much better. In fact, I believe that if you actually played to your full potential, you could probably be the champion as is. I raise an eyebrow at him. Really? Are you perhaps forgetting about Takagi, the other genius player that's been taking Japan by storm and comfortably beating everyone else? Coach snorts, giving me a few more taps on the shoulder. I never said it would be easy, just that it'd be feasible. Sure, you could stand to improve more, and that would definitely increase your chances, but I still think things would be so much easier if you just lightened up. I roll my eyes, groaning. Something about this room, I'm guessing, that is causing my allergies to go nuts. Lighten up? You have any more sage advice that will magically make me get over all these assumed problems you keep insisting I have? Coach sighs. Really are one tough nut to crack. You still deny it after everything I've said? Yes! With him and Saya, who had stayed out of the conversation so far. Sigh. See, I told you he's stubborn. You told him, so you've been talking about me behind my back. That's awful! Talk to Coach about everyone in the club. It's kind of my job as the captain. Don't be such a diva. Coach shakes his head sideways. I don't even know what's the point of us having this conversation right now. You already admitted you needing help a while ago, remember? When did I do that? He snorts. When you took Keisuke as your training partner. I never told you that. Ah, so you admit it. You admit that you did tell someone that. What? Wait. He lifts an eyebrow, smiling deviously at me. Did you? I just played you, boy. Not like it was particularly hard, either. But... Don't worry about it, kid. As long as you're trying to sort yourself out, I won't say anything. Just come to me if you need my help. That's what I'm here for, after all. Oh, excuse me. Fine. He smiles, bellowing at a laugh and giving me an incredibly overacted thumbs up. He really is an eccentric one. Alright, I'll leave you to your practice. Have fun. Wait, you're not going to tell me what to do? He stops in his tracks and turns around, looking at me in confusion. Tell you what to do? Do I need to? Well, you've been my coach for 2 years already, and you've never altered my training menu. I've been using the same one for the past 2 years. That's because I don't need to. What? You didn't notice? Your current training menu is already perfect for the playstyle that you want to pursue, so I never felt any need to change it. Of course, if you had decided to change things up, then I'd direct you. But for the most part, you've been spot on in everything. Wait, so you haven't been avoiding directing me because you're lazy? He laughs, scratching his neck. Oh, make no mistake, I am lazy, but I also take my job seriously. If there was anything I could have suggested, a different exercise or a new approach, then I would have. You've been doing everything right for the most part. Your problem isn't physical, it's mental, and and given that I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist, I can't do much to help you there. Well, of course, if you want my help with something, you only need to ask, but until then, as long as you're taking your training seriously and not making any mistakes, I have no reason to step in and correct you. I see. I never knew. Coach walks away from us and sits back down on one of the benches. Before, I'd think he was just lazing around and wouldn't even think twice about it, but now, if I actually pay attention, I can see that he's watching everyone intently. He might not be walking around shouting orders, but he's making sure that everyone is doing what they're told. I honestly had no idea he was this dedicated. I kind of suspected it over the years. Then why didn't you ever say anything? Suspecting it and knowing it are two different things. I couldn't tell you that without being sure. That's why I always told you to give him a chance. Huh, I guess I should have listened. Yep, you should. Anyway, I'm gonna do some more rounds to see if anyone needs help, and I'll get back to my own training. Sighing, I reach into my bag and grab my racket. I don't know how I should feel right now. I don't like being told that I'm in a slump or that I have a problem or that I'm underperforming or, well, anything else related to it. But I have to stop getting so defensive about it. I already know that I'm not performing my best. It's the whole reason why I asked Kaikun to be my practice partner. I really have to stop getting discouraged so easily. Ah, there you are. I hear the sound of hurried steps echoing from behind me, and sure enough, Shuichi is there. Oh, hey Shuichi, what's up? Can I talk to you for a second? There was something I wanted to ask you this morning, but, I kind of forgot given the whole thing with the taste testing. Oh, yeah, that disaster. Disaster? Why disaster? I thought it was fine. Most of the food was good. Good? Maybe. Certainly bad for my heart, though. I don't think it was that bad. Most of it didn't look too bad. Only one or two dishes had me scared to try them out. Well, duh, you're the master of repulsive cooking. I'll defer to you on that. Anyway, what is it that you wanted? So I just heard the news last night. Dad's latest business trip is ending early. He's coming back home next month. Oh, really? How come? I thought he was supposed to be away for 6 months. Yeah, well, apparently negotiation was he was mediating between his company and whoever it was they were trying to make an agreement with broke down. That kind of sucks. You think he'll be in a bad mood when he gets back? Oh, I know he'll be in a bad mood. That's why I kind of wanted your help organizing a welcoming party for him. I mean, he was away for almost a month. Doesn't your father hate parties? Nah, just the ones that make too much noise. I think a quiet gathering with his closest friends and some good food could put him in a decent enough mood. And maybe, just maybe, he might not make my life hell once he's back. Sure, I'll help you. What sort of food did you think of getting for the party? There's a ton of places we could order food from. Nah, I think homemade food would be the best. You know, to give him that homely feeling. I was thinking that I could cook. Oh God, no! That's an idea. What? You don't think I can cook? No. That's not what I'm saying at all. It's just that, well, maybe it would be best if you organize other stuff. You're the one who knows his friends and what he likes, so maybe you should organize the party and let me do the cooking. Alright, guys and gals, I'm gonna pause it right here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget and ring that notification bell. Don't forget to leave a tip or a super thanks if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!